Welcome to 5 Things. Today we'll present you some incredible facts and a size comparison between 2 fascinating prehistoric animals. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications for more videos like this one. Over the past century or so, the brilliant people who find themselves working in the realm of historical sciences such as paleontology and paleoecology have uncovered many things that change our perspective of the ancient world. From the digging up of ancient fossils to unearthing artifacts from past societies and everything else in between and beyond, these discoveries have given the public a lot to debate. Whenever various species of ancient animals are discovered, the biggest debate is always, who could win in a fight? And luckily for all of you watching, that's exactly what this video is about. Today we'll be going over the attributes of 2 different prehistoric animals, the heavy, stout cave bear and the savage cave lion. In the end, we'll take those traits and use them to determine who would be the ultimate victor if these 2 were to meet in open territory. Let's dive in, shall we? First, let's take a look at the not-so-cuddly cave bear who spent most of their time in, you guessed it, caves. With the binomial name Ursus SPELAEUS, the cave bear primarily existed during the Pleistocene period, better known to the average person as the Ice Age, and went extinct approximately 24,000 to 12,000 years ago. Fossil records show that this bear existed mainly in Europe and Asia. The closest modern descendant of the cave bear is the extremely common brown bear, with the 2 of them being pretty similar in both look and size. This ancient bear could grow to heights of 3.5 meters when standing upright. Males could weigh upwards of 600 to 1,000 kilograms, while females tended to top off at around 250 kilograms. If you've ever had the opportunity to view the skeleton of a cave bear, it was most likely the skeleton of a male. The reason for this is because for a period of time, when the female skeletons were uncovered, they were labeled as dwarfs, as scientists had yet to discover that this was just the size difference between the sexes. When it comes to the cave bear diet, it's easiest to describe them as omnivores, but that one word doesn't give the whole story. Studies of their teeth, which were somewhat larger than most modern bear species, show lots of wear, which has led to the conclusion that they ate a lot of things that were tough to chew. Not unlike most bears now, their jaws were very powerful. Although meat was occasionally part of their diet, they were mostly vegetarian-leaning. If they were to consume animal proteins, it was most likely to be a result of cannibalistic scavenging. Yes, this means that they ate other cave bears. This portion of their diet was more a case of not wasting the food that's in front of you. It was more common for this species to die during hibernation than any other time, leaving fresh meat for the rest of the family to consume. Of course, there were plenty of cave bears that died out in the open as well, since they were used to being sheltered most of the time. If they found themselves stuck outside during hibernation season, they were likely to freeze to death. It's called the Ice Age for a reason. The current belief is that as Neanderthals came along and discovered the usefulness of caves for shelter, the days of the cave bear were officially numbered as they were forced more and more out of their habitats. So let's move over to the cave lion, binomial name PANTHERA SPELAEA. The cave lion, just like the cave bear, existed during the super cold Ice Age. Cave lion skeletal remains could actually be found in the same vicinities as cave bear remains, having gone extinct within the same time frame. We won't spoil the significance of that yet. These cave lions are a subspecies of the lions more commonly found in modern Africa and India. On top of that, they also were believed to share some genetic kinship with tigers based on their comparable skull shapes. Disappointingly, there are no relations to modern house cats to be found here. Much of what we know about how these lions looked came from ancient cave drawings, where they were depicted as having no manes regardless of the animal's sex. When compared to their modern counterparts, the cave variation was pretty massive. At its largest, the cave lion grew in length up to 2.5 meters and could weigh in at up to 339 kilograms. While females could be smaller than males, this wasn't the case 100% of the time, and there definitely wasn't as large a size discrepancy between the sexes as with the cave bear. Although they carry the moniker cave lion, it's believed that their body composition, complete with thick skin and undercoat, meant they could survive outside of caves during the more harsh seasons. Hibernating was way easier as a result. It's actually possible that the main reason it got the name cave lion in the first place is that skeletons were found in the same places as cave bears. In addition to the bulk of the remains that were found in Europe, skeletons of the cave lion have been found pretty much all over the world, including Russian Siberia and Alaska. Based on markings found on the remains of species who were considered lower on the food chain, such as the species of deer and ox which existed at the time, cave lions are believed to be one of the apex predators of the era. Now we get to the fun part. Which of these two prehistoric creatures would win in a fight? These two animals existed in the same regions pretty much at the exact same time, and were most likely competing for prey. That is, they competed the few times that the cave bear would come out and attempt to eat anything other than plants and other cave bears. It's even possible that the lion only ever entered caves to prey on hibernating animals, like the bear. There's no doubt that cave bears have the size advantage here, but size isn't everything, and it's way easier for the cave lion to maneuver in a fight. On top of the physical attributes, the overall diet of the animals gives the impression that the lion has more of a killer instinct than the bear. Now, that's not to say that vegetarians aren't tough, but when your general prey includes the vegetarians, then you definitely have the advantage. While the cave lion tended to be more solitary than the pack behavior of their modern counterparts would suggest, they did still hunt in numbers. Thus far, all these points favor the lion. But there's more to consider. The size of the cave bear meant that they were more muscular. Combine that with claws not dissimilar from today's brown bears, if a cave bear was able to get their paws on one of the lions, they could do considerable damage. Let's create a scenario. On one side, you have 3 cave lions, on the other, 2 cave bears. Automatically, the lions have the obvious numbers advantage. Despite this fact, the cave bear's average size means that just by weight distribution alone, one of these bears is equal to at least 2 lions. This makes the work of the lions much harder. But with the lions being pack hunters, they're used to combining efforts to take down prey, making it very easy to overwhelm the bears. In lower numbers fights like this, the fight would most likely end in either a standoff or with all animals dead or gravely injured. But the lions have a not-so-secret weapon: more lions. It's more likely that, based once again on the idea of pack hunting, the number of cave lions in any fight scenario would mean that cave bears would be swamped. It's probably pretty safe to say at this point that the cave lion is our clear winner overall, but with cave bears making a strong accounting of themselves in the process. In spite of all this, scientific study shows that the ultimate winners in the end are us, people. Our overall existence at the end of the Ice Age was what caused both species to go extinct in the first place. So what are your thoughts on these prehistoric cave animals? Which one do you think would win in a fight? Let us know in the comments. Also, make sure to give us a like, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel and turn notifications on for more great videos like this one.